Are you feeling overwhelmed at the idea of finding your dream home? With so many options out there, it's really tough to know sometimes where to start. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm Shannon Green, your local Austin, Texas realtor, and I've lived in Austin since 1994. So I can show you all the ins and outs of Austin and help guide you along the way. Whether you're relocating to Austin or wanting to move within the city, stay tuned for some careful considerations that you need to think about when it comes to finding your dream home. You know what they say, location, location, location. I can't stress it enough of how important location is, not just for where your home might sit in the city, but where your home might be for your life. Everybody has something different going on, and they choose where they live for certain reasons. And I'm going to go over some of those things that you'll think about today. I'm going to cover 3 topics within this that kind of make you start thinking about location when it comes to finding your home. First up is neighborhood characteristics. If you're looking for a vibrant, artsy-fartsy type community, you might be looking in South Central to Southeast Austin. This area is known for its eclectic vibes, coffee shops, cool places to listen to music. So if that's your jam and that's what you're looking for, you might want to be looking in that kind of area. If you're looking for more of a community type feel with strong schools, hike and bike trails, and lots of families around, you might be looking in a neighborhood like Circle C in the Southwest Austin area. So when you're picking out that home, you've got to think about like what it is that you're specifically looking for when it comes to that location. What do you want to be around and close to? And if you're not working from home and you do have to go to and from on a daily basis, commute and transportation is always another thing to factor when it comes to location. If you work downtown, you might be considering a downtown condo or the Mueller development, which is right off of downtown, if you're wanting to bike in to your job or hop on a bus and get quickly to your job and not have to worry about transportation. These areas might be significant for you. But if you're wanting more of a suburban feel, you might be looking more north of Austin in the Cedar Park area, where you know that there's going to be retail shops around, but you want to live in a suburban type feel where it might be a little bit quieter for you, and you're okay to drive into that commute to your job. So thinking about these things, transportation and your commute, what you have to do on a daily basis and how you want to go about doing that is really important when considering your home. Another thing many people want to consider are future developments that are going up around the area that they choose. This was big for me when I moved into my home. I knew about shopping areas that were being developed and what would be the future of where I lived, and that was a big plus for me to choose the neighborhood that I chose. Here in Austin, you have the North Burnett area that has a lot of residential and commercial stuff going on. And in South Austin, the South Lamar area in the past 10 years is blown up with retail, restaurants, and a lot of renovations of the older homes around. So if you're wanting to be around those types of things, study what's going on with future developments and what you might have access to. The second thing you want to consider, and this is really important, is budget. Let's talk about affordability. When I mean affordability, everyone has certain budgets and everyone makes a certain amount of money. So you know what you could qualify for once you've spoken to a lender, but is that really what you want to be spending? So look at what your expenses are, look at what your future home payment might be, and then see, is this the budget that I want to live within? You always want to make sure that you're comfortable and not too tight. At least that's the way I like to live. You can always start off with a mortgage calculator, but I always highly suggest speak with a lender, get yourself pre-qualified, and know what you are able to afford, and then make that decision of where you want to be. And keep in mind, once you get completely pre-approved with a lender, you are much more attractive to a seller when it comes to purchasing a home. And last but not least, when it comes to budget, don't forget that there are many hidden costs when it comes to buying a home. You've got to factor in inspection fees, closing costs, potential repairs. One thing I always recommend that people do, because a lot of people will buy their home and they'll start wanting to work on all the pretty things that they might want to spend money on, but having that fund for emergency type things is always important to have. So have a stash of money set aside for repairs so that when they come up, you're not shocked and don't have the money and aren't prepared for it. Now that you know what your budget is and you know the location that you want to be, and you make sure that that budget works for that location, it's really time to hone in on the actual home and its features. The size and layout of your home will matter based on where your life is. Think about your future needs. Are you going to be building a family? Are you going to be living by yourself? Are you going to be entertaining on a regular basis? All of these things factor into the kind of layout you're looking for in a home. If you work from home, you want to make sure probably that there is a room that can be designated for your home office. The second thing you want to consider when it comes to home features is the condition of the home. Older homes like an old West Austin area have a lot of charm, but with that come a lot of repairs. These types of homes might need more maintenance, so be prepared for that. These newer homes come with more modern amenities and many times energy efficient options. And finally, when it comes to that layout of your home, think about your outdoor space. If you love gardening or hosting barbecues, you're probably going to want to find a home that has a nice sized backyard. If you're a dog owner, you probably again want to have a nice sized backyard and probably have it fenced in for safety reasons. Working with your realtor to really look for these certain things is easy to do as long as there's a very clear understanding of wants versus needs, and you guys can marry that together to what makes sense for all of the things that you're going to be looking for. I know many clients that one of the first priorities they will ask is about schools. So when it comes to looking for a home, neighborhood and community mean everything. Many people, particularly ones with families, are looking for safety, strong school districts, and a community type feel. And a lot of neighborhoods in Austin might not fit that bill. So be very clear with your realtor as to what you are looking for so that we can help match you up to those right neighborhoods. Niche.com is a great resource for people to start doing research on school districts. You can look up so many things within the district about the students, their grades, the average grades, the community, homes in that area. There's just a lot of things that you can learn about an area by going to niche.com. So I always work with my clients to show them this site so that they can start researching. If schools is priority for them, I want them to have a great resource that they can go to and start doing some research to make the best decision for their family. Check the local crime rates. If you're looking for safety, check those. Talk to residents around the area that you think you're going to be choosing to see what they say. And if you're really worried about security, there are gated communities that you can move into as well. And a lot of times people are just looking for community, and there are plenty of options in Austin for that. And it's the type of community that you're looking for. So once you hone in on an area, check out their events calendar. If they have an HOA, go to their calendar and see what kind of events they have on their calendar, and even ask if you can attend a couple so you can meet some people within the area and get a vibe of what it feels like to be part of that community. And last but not least, a lot of people when purchasing a home are thinking about long-term value. What will the resale value be in the future? What are the market trends now when I'm purchasing? And what home improvements will I need to do to keep this home up to date so that when I sell, it's in the best condition possible? I know when we bought back in 2006 that we had certain reasons why we were buying, and some of my key points was I wanted mature trees. I wanted to be close to areas that were easy to get to, and there was development going on around the neighborhood at that time, and I understood what stores were going in, what restaurants were going in, and that motivated me to want this area in particular because of the location, the proximity to the Capitol where my husband works, the proximity to the airport where I traveled at that time a lot, and the mature trees in our neighborhood but close to shopping. All of those things were so important to me, and I just got lucky that we had good schools in the area. So in thinking about resale value, you want to know what is the potential for the equity in this home to grow. You also want to understand the market trends. Is it a good time for you to be doing this? What's going to be happening soon? And how fast will my equity grow? And what is my long-term plan of selling? I thought when I bought my home, I'd stay there for maybe 7 to 10 years and then cash out. Well, I love it so much we haven't left, so I'm just sitting here on equity. And then finally, home improvements. When you own your home, it is so important to maintain your home. All of the big things, the AC, the water heater, the roof. You can do kitchen upgrades. You can add energy efficient windows. I know 6 years ago, we got a new air conditioner and new windows all in 1 year. It was awful. It was so expensive, but it was so worth it. The look of our home, the feel of our home, and the cooling. Our electricity bill improved so quickly after we did this that I was really like, okay, I get it. You have to spend money to keep your home maintained. It's not the pretty stuff, but you need to do it. Whether you're relocating or moving within the city, everyone has their special situation and why they want to buy. But I hope this has helped you, because when it comes to buying a home, you want to think of location, your budget, the home features, the neighborhood and the community, and finally, the long-term value. If you can think about all these things and plug in to what exactly it is you need, you're going to end up in the right spot in Austin. And if you need help with that, please reach out to me. Let's get a meeting on the calendar and we can go through all of these things, and I can help you with a needs versus want list, and let's get you exactly where you need to be to where you find your dream home in Austin, Texas. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the page. And again, connect with me via email, text, or phone. Let's get a meeting scheduled, and I'm happy to help. And I will see you on the next video.